and that there were no violent protests at all. Other people could see it as successful, or the families of the victims of the fight who managed to lay their wreaths outside Parliament. I do not know if other groups could consider it a success. We see like people who may have showed up but did not. But definitely in your perspective, when Oyie, do you see it as having been a successful day in any way?
Thank you very much, Fred. First, good morning to our viewers this morning. I find it, first I think in the history of our nation, for the first time that we had a peaceful march where we never had any casualty or loss of life, though there were arrests. And I think this was made out of maybe informed attacks or informed confrontation from the wananchi and the police. I may not view it as a success, but this discussion brings along many questions as well. As he puts it, we have been commemorating the Mau Mau, we have been commemorating those who led the multipartism, but in designated areas, why do we need to commemorate Gen Zs on the streets again? Why do we need to commemorate them shutting down our daily businesses? Can we have a designated area? Can we go to Uhuru Park? Can we be able to maybe go to maybe Nyayo or Kasarani to commemorate these young people who lost their lives on the hands of the rogue police officers? Number two, on the same, is the infiltration that we had yesterday as well. It's not necessarily maybe the goons used to infiltrate maybe the peaceful protests before. But when we talk about the Gen Z, I think it was young people who were to have come out to do this. But we saw the hands of politicians, including his party leader, who stepped in. They are trying to ride on that euphoria of the young people. And this makes this thing to lose its meaning and its purpose at some point. When the seasoned politicians, the Eugene Wamalwa, the Kalonzo Musyoka, the Martha Karua, steps into such commemorations, it gives us another different meaning and maybe purpose that maybe the young people were trying to put forward to commemorate their colleagues. And to me, that again makes it much different. It becomes very political because they're also riding. If you now hear the slogans and the shoutings, yesterday it was about the Ruto must go and so on and so forth. But I think this was to commemorate the young people of their lives then. Again, we must also agree that it comes along with the economic sabotage. Yesterday, we lost a big chunk, at some point maybe our revenue collection, which to me was so unnecessary. If we could have had a proper plan and maybe a space, let those who don't want to get themselves involved into the commemoration run their daily business. And those who are feeling that we need to commemorate our comrades, go do it in a designated space.
In that aspect, that no business was allowed to operate in the city center, do you feel that the police should see this as a success, or do you see this as failure, causing paralysis in the CBD?
Fred, to me, on the side of police, I think we never had any business vandalized yesterday. We never saw maybe those shops being stolen. We never saw lives being lost. So at some point, I think our police yesterday acted out of caution and they managed the situation. Because in most cases, we have always seen hired individuals and goons and those who are having ulterior motives getting into peaceful protests or peaceful marches, and they hijack it in most cases. But that didn't happen anywhere yesterday across the country, which to me, I think, I applaud our police service on this. I think at some point we may talk about barricades, but it saved a number of things as well.
Do you feel that this is the way to go? Or anytime there's a threat of demonstrations in Nairobi, just barricade, shut down the entire place. Do you feel that that is a good way of handling?